Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Smackdown Live and 205 Live, 28th of May 2019. We kick off the show with Kevin Owens and the Kevin Owens Show. He said he can't think of anything worse than being in the middle of the ring in Oklahoma, giving the Kevin Owens Show to people who are not worthy. The only thing that makes being in front of you bearable is a few moments he gets to beat the hell out of Kofi Kingston. He said he's acquired a taste for beating up the New Day members, but he had nothing to do with the attack on Big E last week. Big E was probably sending a tweet when it happened. If the New Day wants to blame him for anything, they can blame him for the pain of Xavier Woods for the last few weeks, or for ending Kofi's fairy tale ending at Super Showdown when Dolph Ziggler beats him for the championship. It will be a direct result of what happens tonight to Kofi when Kevin beats him. Dolph, you can thank him in person and give him a title shot. Then Kofi makes his way to the ring, says, "Stop with the lies. You said you didn't attack Big E, and everyone knows you did. You lied about wanting to be part of the New Day. You're not a good person. You're a liar. Now you say you're going to soften me up for Dolph Ziggler. Now you're lying to yourself. You're not going to soften me up." He said, "Tonight you're going to pay. You're going to pay for re-injuring Big E's knee and what you did for Xavier. Most importantly, you can leave here with a clean cut on why he is a WWE champion," leading to a match with the end result of Trouble in Paradise, 3 count for Kofi. The match was fairly solid. The promo was really good between the two. I did like Kevin trying to be like, "I didn't do it," and then Kofi's like, "Yeah, you did." And I think Kofi's very charismatic in his role as WWE champion, and obviously we know Kevin Owens is just goddamn amazing. So a promo between the two of them was pretty good. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And then the match I'm going to give a 3 out of 5. It was okay. We then see Shane in the office with McIntyre and Elias, and it was announced that we're going to have Shane McMahon Appreciation Night. Yay. It was okay. No rating. And then R-Truth and Carmelo in the back. R-Truth runs into the laundry room, and then a load of people run past the laundry room, and then you see Drake Maverick putting up wanted posters, and then they sneak out the opposite direction of Drake, which was a nice segment. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. We then see Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan in the ring, and then they were asked what they wanted this time. He said the tag team division is a joke, a bad joke. It's a joke that doesn't make you laugh, it makes you cringe. Daniel says Eric Rowan has a joke. Knock knock, who's there? The SmackDown tag team division. The SmackDown tag division who? Exactly. He said that it's a joke, but there was no jokes. And then he goes on to talk about a pig named Wiggles, and when people are in hamburger, they're not realising it was a cow named Wilbur. Oh, it was hot dogs and Wiggles, and just goes on talking, because Oklahoma's the home of barbecue, isn't it? So yeah, he goes on to talk, and then brings up about earthquakes, and then Kayla's like, "There's someone who wants to challenge you. Heavy Machine, make their way to the ring," and then the tag champs just fuck off. They just leave. And they do accept the challenge, but not for tonight. Overall, the Daniel Bryan segment was damn good. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for the whole segment, because I like seeing Heavy Machinery featured, and having Daniel Bryan on there is just amazing. We then see Sonya and Mandy in the back, handing copies of Mandy Rose's cover of Muscle and Fitness. Gives them to 2 random people and the Iconics, and then Ember Moon reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then they give her loads of magazines, and she just throws them on the floor. Okay, 4 out of 10. Then we have Mandy versus Carmella. Carmella misses a super kick roll up by Mandy. It was meh at best. 2 out of 5. R-Truth is in the back. Jinder rolls him up for a near fall. He then hides in a photo booth when the B team, Akira Tozawa, Noam Dar, and others run past. Then Drake Maverick bumps into Truth. Tries to help him pick up his wanted posters, and they realise who each other are, and then he runs in the same direction as everyone who was chasing him. It was funny. 6 out of 10. I like all the R-Truth segments. Then we have the Shane McMahon Appreciation Night. Oh, no, sorry. They come out, and then we have an Aleister Black saying he is waiting for anyone who wants to pick a fight with him. His promos are pretty good. I'm going to give it a good solid 6 out of 10. Then they just ramble on. Oh, we have a video for Shane, which was really... Thank Kevin Dunn for it. Yes, right, name dropped Kevin Dunn. It was actually a really good edited video package for him. Then he just goes on to talking about family generations and Roman and all that random general bollocks. Then R-Truth slides into the ring. Drake and McIntyre into the ring. Truth kicks him and then pins him. So he defended it successfully. And then Shane's in the ring, kicks Truth. Drew and Elias attack him. Drift away, Claymore, and then Elias pins Truth to become 24/7 champion. He then says, if you want to inject yourself into the celebration tonight, Elias will team with McIntyre and you will face them. You will be partnering with Roman Reigns. I will suspend the 24/7 rule until the match is over. You already know what's going to happen in the match. We then have a Lacey Evans promo. Said that they're going to send her... Oh, they said Becky and Bayley are the most crass and arrogant people in WWE, and they're going to send Bayley back to the kiddie pool where she belongs. It was alright. 4 out of 10. Then we get announced that Lucha House Party will be facing Lars Sullivan in a 3-on-1 handicap match. Okay. I like the setting that storyline up. Hopefully he'll demolish them all. I really hope so. Then we have Bayley versus Lacey Evans. During the match, Charlotte gets up in Bayley's face. Bayley forearms her. Lacey with a roll up with a handful of tights. Kick out. And then Bayley with a roll up herself for a 3 count. After the match, Lacey attacks Charlotte, but Charlotte with a boot to Lacey. So overall, it was an alright match. 2.5 out of 5 average at best. But I like the whole them two not being able to work together, but they kind of have a common enemy themselves. But Bayley manages to turn them on each other, which was pretty good. And then Carmella is in the back, and R-Truth and Carmella tried to put Truth in a good mood for his match. It was... And then we have a announcement Undertaker will be on Raw next week, which is amazing. Cannot wait for that. Then we have a Triple H and Randy Orton package. Again, really good package. Then we have a package showing Finn Balor's bumps, and then him giving comments last week during Smackdown saying he wasn't able to compete the 24 hours after due to being powerbombed, suplexed, chokeslammed onto ladders. And then Almas says, because he's being interviewed, you didn't get powerbombed on a ladder, he powerbombed you onto a ladder. You want to fight me at Super Showdown, you'll find your inner demon when you step up to Andrade. Overall decent. I like Andrade. Finn Balor's promo was good. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Then Firefly Funhouse, same as last week's, yesterday, so it gets an 8 out of 10 like yesterday. Then we have the main event of the evening for SmackDown. Elias and Drew attack Truth as he comes down. Roman comes to the floor because he's in the ring, stops the thing, and they all go into the ring. The match happens. Drew misses a Claymore trying to hit Roman on the outside, lands on the table. After the Shane bolts. Roman with a spear to Elias for the 3 count. Obviously, because there was no 24/7 rule, you knew he was going to take the pin. Overall, the match was okay. I'm going to give it a 2.5 out of 5. And then after the match, because the rule is back in effect, Roman spares Elias, and then Truth pins him, Elias, to get the title back. Because apparently the title doesn't mean anything to Roman. You could have won a title, dude. But yeah, Truth wins it back again, so he's now a 3-time champion because he lost it to Lil Jimmy at one point. But yeah, really good, really good for the fact that Truth won it back. The show was alright. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It was an alright night of SmackDown. We then go to 205 Live. Jack Gallagher is in the locker room with Humberto Carrillo. I'm just going to say that. They're talking about what happened with last week's Fatal 5-Way match. He said, 2 weeks. What would have happened if it was just us in the ring? Would I have beat you? I want to know tonight. And he says, okay, yeah, we'll have a match. I'm up for competition. I can't wait to beat you again. We then have Mike Kanellis with Maria Kanellis versus the Brian Kendrick. Kanellis with 2 super kicks, Death Valley something driver, followed by swinging reverse neck breaker for a 3 count. Mike Kanellis picks up a very good victory. The match was solid match. 3.5 out of 5. It was really good. I like to see Mike Kanellis getting a good win now and again. Then we see Tony Nese and Drake Maverick's office saying he's a bit restless. Akira Tozawa shows up and he's like, look, I'm a fighting champion. After how good Akira Tozawa has been performing, I want him to be number 1 contender. And then he said, I'll take it under advisement. Fair enough. Decent segment. 6 out of 10. Then Ari Daivari is in the medical office, yells at the official because he said it's just a routine thing. He said, Oney Lorcan, you gave me 6 stitches in my ear. Next time I see you, I'm going to get you some stitches because it's eye for an eye and ear for an ear. That was decent, 6.5 out of 5. Then we have Mike Karma versus Noam Dar. He basically just toyed with the person, throwing him out of the ring a few times, and then running dropkick for a 3 count. I'm not even going to rate it. It was a local talent match. Then after the match, Noam Dar was asked about being back on track, and he said, how can you be back on track when you were never off track in the first place? I'm ready to continue to be a star in 2 places, 205 Live and NXT UK. Oklahoma sucks. Bye. That was a decent promo from him. 5 out of 10. Then Drake Maverick is outside the office and asked who else might be number 1 contender. He said there's a lot to consider and there's other people. He sees R-Truth at the end of the hallway and he says, I have some business to attend to, and bolts down the hallway. That was pretty good. Actually, I'm going to give that a good 6 out of 10 because it was quite funny. Then Oney Lorcan says he believes the man should be responsible for his actions. I apologise for injuring you. Maybe next time I should give you stitches on the other side to match them. Good promo. 6 out of 10. Then we have Jack Gallagher versus Humberto Carrillo. As you expect with Jack Gallagher and Humberto, you had a lot of chin locks and submissions, and you did have a bit of high flying, which was nice. A few good counters, and then Carrillo goes up top with a spinning splash for a 3 count. After the match, Carrillo offers a hand to Gallagher. He shakes it and then hugs. Overall, their match was fantastic. It was really good. I'm going to give it a solid 4 out of 5. It was really good. And Humberto got a very, very good, solid win there. Overall, decent shows this week. I think 205 Live will get a 7.5 out of 10. It's better than SmackDown. But yeah, anyway, I do hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please smash that like button. Please share this all around. Subscribe for more content, and I shall catch you all later. Bye.